Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Fires to the right. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff to the lone back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Glover. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback checking the play. They go to the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's back to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense was not fooled. 3rd and 1 situation, everybody in the stadium expecting run. The offense trying to get a little cute, trying to take a shot, and it blows up in their face. Nice job by the defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Glover. He's got his man. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Roberts. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. First down to start the drive after the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking for a man on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Getting some heat. Makes the catch. It's Robert. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
On the ground, it's Robert. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Glover. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, that defender just was better at his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Glover. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He's got, oh, what a grab by the defense. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. To kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Glover. On the run. Fires downfield. Lost the defense. He's wide open. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And the punishment has been extended. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Tiger. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Back to pass, it's Bryant. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here we go. Set. Ready. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the left side. Runs through a tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's running in the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. The 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game 2. As complete a win as they've had for some time. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Wants to throw. It's Glover. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Let's go, let's go. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road in the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Glover. Buying some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles.